Strange New Worlds are returning to Planet of the Week stories and TOS Optimism. You could only give me that same line of bullshit. It really wants to censor me, doesn't it? You can only feed me the same bull so many times before I need the theme music. Before I stop believing it. Because we've heard this before. Time and time again. Set a course for optimism. Oh, what happened, Star Trek Discovery? It's losing itself in darkness. If I wasn't in the way, you could see it. Is Discovery too dark? Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, and that's just Discovery. We have some for Picard, too. The welcome optimism of Star Trek Picard. That's so laughable. Brings back Next Generation's optimism in a big way. Oh, really? If it was? Despite concerns, the cast believe it's optimistic. Picard explains why it's so dark and violent. That doesn't seem very optimistic to me. Oh no. Wow, I've used the whole version of this song. And you can only really take so much of this Star Trek BS and lies. And wow, it's just like a politician just telling you everything you think you need to hear. Do they not understand that people can see what the show is? I can only really pick on this so many times before I need to bring him back up. Who are you? Why are you here? I got you with a kazoo in your mouth.
I'm Rob Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge After Dark, and I am just tired of being fibbed to.
The lie is a lie. It is just a lie at this point.
You know, there's a joke about
the fool me once one.
Fool me once. Yeah, fool me once. I got a smudge on my camera there. So.
You're also really pixely. Did you go back to your old internet for some reason?
No. My internet. Maybe my internet's on strike. I don't know. but hey, you know, are you just now? They're just repeating the same lie in hopes that it becomes true. That's what it is now. How many times have we been promised that Star Trek, it's going to be more optimal, it's going to be, oh no, it's going to be great. You know, I always point to, I'm going to make a sports ball reference. Coach Pat Riley, when he sat down with Patrick Ewing before he took the coaching job in New York, he said, it's going to be different this time, Patrick. It's going to be different. And he said, Coach, I've had 5 coaches in 4 years all tell me it's going to be different. Why should I believe you? I mean, that's what it comes down to. How many times have we been told the same BS?
Same thing, just over and over and over. Like, seriously, you think that we don't know and we don't see what the shows have become? Do you think that just repeating it back for your little mindless fanboys who want to sit there and argue little semantic details without getting the bigger picture of the show? Do you really think that there's enough of those people who are going to actually believe you? Oh, but it is optimistic because an article said so. And I get it. A lot of people just follow the news blindly by articles and what they're told to think. But I can see what the show is giving us. And it's not giving us anything optimistic. It's giving us a bunch of people, just video game characters. These are just video game characters. 7 of 9 mowing down people in a hallway is just a video game cutscene. Mm-hmm. It's not Star Trek.
No, it's not even really a cutscene. It's a level in freaking what? So I can't even name a space game right now because they're all
Mass Effect or
Mass Effect,
Dead Space, any of them.
Let me ask you a question. What was the point of 7 of 9's story arc?
To get revenge, I guess.
What was the point of
revenge? I'm good, I guess. Revenge and using violence and revenge to solve a problem is good.
What was the point of Lorca's story arc?
He was trying to get giggity with Mikey Spock. I don't
And
remember what
who
his story
else?
arc was. And get
And
revenge.
get
Get revenge.
revenge. What was the point of Star Trek Beyond?
Oh, I didn't see that one, but that was a rip of
Idris-
Wrath of Khan. Oh, no,
Idris
Beyond.
Elba-
Yeah, that's the one I did
Idris-
see.
Idris Elba wanted to get revenge on the Federation. What was the point of Into Darkness? It was.
That was the one I didn't see.
Benedict Cumberbatch wanted to get revenge on somebody. I can't remember who. And what was the point of Star Trek 09? Nero wanted to get revenge on future Spock for the Romulan son for destroying. It's all the same damn thing. We're stuck in a causality loop.
And you know who's already done revenge so much better? Wrath of Khan. But you know what? It says, it actually has the right message of sitting there festering with this hatred and need for revenge is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. That's not a good thing.
And it ultimately destroys you.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that shows a lack of maturity and evolution and progression. It shows a lack of integrity, of character and growth, doesn't it?
Well, no, like Captain Ahab. And what happened with Captain Wahab? Wahab. I meant to do character Captain Wahab. What happened to Captain Ahab in The Whale? Because they always came back to Moby Dick. I shall chase him around the moons of Libya. You know, that's actually a line from Moby Dick, I believe. And,
Well, then that was the point. Even in First Contact, it was one of the less good Star Trek movies. I liked it just fine, but that was the point in that is you don't just sit around going after revenge, trying to sit there and plot. Did they not even see their own movies? Like you don't even have to watch all of Star Trek. Just watch First Contact to understand. But no, they got that wrong too. Because isn't First Contact the one where they have the magnetic boots on the outside of the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, so they didn't even watch that one. Apparently, they don't understand revenge and bad.
Ahab has to hunt his whale. Remember that was the big line that stuck out. But what happened to Ahab when he finally got the whale? From hell's heart I stab at thee. The whale killed him.
Yeah,
He died. All that for nothing. But what is actually through all these revenge plots? What is the one common thread in all these revenge plots in the new Star Trek? Alex Kurtzman!
Oh, I was going to give you a few of them. That you root for the bad guy, you learn having prejudice is a good thing, and that revenge is rewarded. Oh, and failing upwards is a thing.
Alex Kurtzman and Bad Robot are the common thread through all of these, though. 09 was written by Alex Kurtzman. Into Darkness was written by Alex Kurtzman. Was Beyond written by Alex Kurtzman? And he might have had a hand in it.
No, Beyond was written by Simon Pegg, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Simon Pegg. Yeah.
But that one was so immemorable. I can almost throw that one out. But no, everything is about getting revenge on everybody, and it's done so poorly in all of these. Alex Kurtzman, do you have something to tell us? Do you have something to tell us about your father? Do you need to get revenge at him? Or did J.J. Abrams screw you over and stick you with Star Trek? You know, and you're just not quite like up to par intellectually with the Star Trek people, so you gotta try and get revenge on it. That's the thing, they're just getting revenge on Star Trek at this point. He's mad at Star Trek and Star Trek fans, and he's just getting revenge on Star Trek. Was there revenge in the Spider-Man movie that he did, and revenge in the Tom Cruise Mummy movie? And
Electro in the second Spider-Man movie, Electro wanted revenge on Spider-Man because he forgot who he was.
I didn't see that one.
Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin wanted revenge on Spider-Man for not giving him his blood. The magic blood from Star Trek from Into Darkness. Alex Kurtzman with the magic blood. That's not how it works. How is Spider-Man's blood going to kill the Green Goblin disease?
Magic. I don't know. Who do you want revenge on so much? I'm trying to remember any of his Xena plot lines, and I know that he probably did the Xena and the Hercules episodes where they were both, and they were copies of each other too. I think Hercules did it first, where he was throwing a pig up in the air, and then he'd like spin around and do a little battle, and then and then the pig would land, and you have to throw him up again because he'd get attacked to save the pig. And then Xena had the exact same episode where it was a baby though. But it was the exact same episode, and they did the exact same thing, and Alex Kurtzman might be a little bit of a hack, and I know he was involved with those because I remember him.
A little bit of a hack?
Just a little. In my opinion. I don't have a lot of proof of that, but... Alright, what about his Transformers movies? Were those about revenge too?
That was Megatron trying to get revenge on Optimus Prime. And trying to get revenge on, the rest of the Autobots.
What a horrible, sad little bitter person. Everything he writes. No wonder he thinks this is hopeful and optimistic. He's hopeful and optimistic he'll get revenge on something. Like the Star Trek fans.
I can't remember the plot of The Amazing Spider-Man. I know I've seen it. But it was somebody was trying... Peter Parker was trying to get revenge on somebody. I can't remember. Look
it up. Was he trying to get revenge on somebody? Alex Kurtzman just trying to get revenge on all of us in Hollywood.
The Amazing Spider-Man plot. Let me see. Abandoned by his parents, raised by his aunt and uncle, teenager Peter Parker, aka Andrew Garfield, trying to sort out exactly what his feelings are for his first crush, Gwen Stacy. Peter finds a mysterious briefcase that was his father, pursues a quest to solve his parents' disappearance. The lizard.
He wants revenge on lizards.
No, the lizard, Dr. Connors.
But is there revenge in it?
There's gotta be.
There's gotta be if it's got Alex Kurtzman.
I think if anything, it's got to be Dr. Connors wants revenge on the police or whatever, or somebody for.
Look up the Mummy one.
I know that. Discovered tomb of Crusader Knight, buried Egyptian rebel, yada yada yada. During the fight, Chris is possessed by Amunet through a spider that bit him.
Spider-Man he copied Spider-Man and the Mummy. And yeah, now that I think about it, okay, no, I did see everything wrong with the Mummy, with this version of the Mummy. I think that the Mummy does want revenge against everybody who wronged her. And that was her whole plot, or that was her whole arc, right? Like the actual Mummy Amunet. Alex, revenge plots are stupid. Stop it.
I like Sophia Boutella, but I mean this pretty much killed her career in America.
Oh, see, that's too bad because I was so looking forward to Alex Kurtzman. Look what you did. You took a Universal dark cinematic universe from me. I love the Universal monsters. Like people always confuse me liking horror movies, like in general. But no. I love the Universal era. I really love that 1930s stuff. And I'm not too big on the modern day, like the Saw stuff. That's why I don't like modern day Star Trek, because it's too dark. It's too much like Saw. But he robbed the universe of a Universal cinematic universe. They already had a shared universe. That was where it started. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. All of these things. You had a cinematic universe and you blew it. Because of revenge. Because of these stupid little dumb revenge plots. That actually might work pretty darn well in horror movies where you're not rooting for the monsters. Stop sprinkling in these Star Trek plots where you're rooting for the monsters. Because I don't want to root for monsters.
He co-wrote Cowboys and Aliens. Oh my god.
And that was probably a revenge movie too. That had Ugly Bond in it, right?
Yes. Something called People Like Us.
I don't know what People Like Us is.
Transformers, Watchmen, Star Trek. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen.
That's right there in the title.
It's in the title.
It's right there. The Revenge of Alex Kurtzman.
Mission Impossible 3. Let's see what Mission Impossible 3 was about.
Probably revenge. I haven't seen any of the Tom Cruise Mission Impossibles.
6 years after the yada 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 Musgrave already prepared yada yada yada. Ethan parallels. Ethan discovers an explosive pellet implanted in Lindsay's head. Oh, that was before he can disable it, it goes off and kills her. Bummer.
And then he takes revenge on the person who did it, right?
Ethan Musgrave are reprimanded. IMF director Ethan learns Lindsay mailed him a postcard before discovering. The Vatican. The flight back interrogates Rabbit's Foot. This was supposed to be the good Mission Impossible movie.
Hey, it didn't have revenge in it. Maybe.
Not so far.
There you go.
Nobody freaking cares. Nobody cares. All right, nobody cares. It's all the same shtick. It's all the same shtick. It's boring. Mm-hmm. It's boring. And there was a tweet on Twitter. I was about to say tweet on Facebook. There was a tweet on Twitter. Oh, what about a Star Trek series in the about a bounty hunter? Because the Mandalorian is so popular.
Well, we already have one. It's called The Mandalorian.
Back to exploring strange new worlds, seeking out new life and civilizations, boldly going where no man or no one has gone before. You know, Star Trek.
They want to make anything but Star Trek. That's the problem. They want to make anything but Star Trek. Because they want revenge on Star Trek fans. I guess they feel intimidated intellectually by us or professionally by how well respected a lot of the Star Trek writers are, and they're not respected like that.
You want to make Star Wars, you want to make Transformers, you want to make whatever.
They want to make cartoons. Revenge. They want to make Rick and Morty.
You want to make Rick and Morty, make Star Trek. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Make Star Trek. It's not difficult. You're in the middle of space, there's a blob. Captain's log 247183.2. We've encountered a gelatinous being here in the Beta Quadrant, which is unusual because there is no other Federation outposts in the area. That's how it starts. Oh, something unknown. And then you go find out what it is, and then you try to establish communications with it, and then things go awry.
They don't know that. They can't fathom that people would want to sit there and watch that because they don't like it. They can't understand why somebody would, so they want to make anything but. And they don't understand that, yes, it's a niche of a niche. It's not for everybody. And they're trying to make it for everybody, and it's just not. It's not going to be Star Wars. It's not going to be a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No.
And it's not going to be optimistic because guess what, Alex Kurtzman? You don't have it in you to do hopeful and optimistic. You just have it in you to do revenge. We've seen it time and time again. Nothing you're bringing to the table with this, if it's even going to be a thing, is going to be any different. It is all about revenge. Stop trying to get revenge on us and just give it to somebody who wants to make Star Trek.
Alex Kurtzman went to Wesleyan, which is not far, it's pretty close to where I am. I know where Wesleyan is. I'm trying to think if I ever crossed paths with him. If this is all an elaborate plot to get back at me for some reason by ruining Star Trek. It may very well be. I mean, because it just seems like it just seems a little too convenient. Don't you think?
I think he's just mad at his parents or J.J. Abrams or.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back at the fat kid for for making fun of me for not liking Star Trek. Oh well.
You're mean, Alex Kurtzman. Stop trying to get revenge. We're not that clever. And as Khan has said about revenge.
Revenge is a dish best served cold and eaten with your hands.
But of course, what happened to Khan in the end, right?
He blew up the Reliant trend to revenge on Kirk.
Yeah, because Kirk was better. It's about being the better man. It's about the better person with who's more. This is why William Shatner keeps dropping mics on everybody on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Remember that scene in Wrath of Khan? He goes. We have a starship. We have the means to. We have escaped exile. We have a starship. We have the means to go wherever we want. Mm-hmm. Must we get revenge on Kirk? Yes, he tasks me.
And Khan was supposed to be so superior, genetically, intellectually, physically.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Not so superior, is he? Oh well.
I am Mecha Random 42.
And I have given up hope.
I am very hopeful that it will not be optimistic, and it will be more of the same, and we even have a preview.
Well, it's more material for us, isn't it?
It is more material for us. And we even have a preview.
Coming to CBS All Access. From the makers of Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard,
Sheer fucking hubris.
and Short Treks. Comes a new series that's more of the same old, same old. Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Coming to CBS All Access, if it still exists.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
In short, in matters vegetable.